all over Tour Plus on its way to Chicago.
It's the Rockin' Metal Revival!
We had a tip that there was some drug smuggling going down.
Crank it up!
We searched the entire vehicle. It was clean, so we had to proceed with the body cavity search. I inspected 12 individuals myself, inside and out.
Welcome to the show!
Horns up, metalheads! Time for another edition of Rockin' Metal Revival. We are back and badder and bigger and better than ever.
Really?
How's that?
That sounds good.
You like that?
Yeah, I don't believe it, but
I don't believe a word of it.
But I'll take it.
I just want to thank you. We made it through the month of October without saying the word Rocktober once. I'm very proud of you.
I did get it tattooed on my ass, though.
I know, I saw that. Looks good.
But you know,
in the thong, it sticks out well.
Yeah,
I like how you use the O. That's awesome.
Somebody's got.
Yeah, Joe Buck's calling me. Yeah.
Like you haven't had enough of Joe Buck?
Yeah, no kidding. I tell you what, maybe I will sleep when the weekend's over. I tell you, I'm going to celebrate this Cub victory until hell freezes over, because that's how long it took them to win.
I thought it did. It did last night, didn't it?
Yeah, this morning.
No worries about hell anymore, guys. It's not
as hot there anymore. No, it's snowing in hell. The Cubs have won.
Bring a jacket.
Yeah. All right, on today's show, we want to welcome Graham Bonnet to the program. He was a singer from Alcatraz and Rainbow and, Michael Schenker. I mean, he's played with some great guitar players.
Yeah, for sure,
we'll talk to him coming up next hour.
Talk to him about Yngwie.
That's right, Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yin Gang.
Yeah. And we'll talk to him and find out what actually happened and why he never toured with the Michael Schenker group.
Yeah,
we want to hear his side of the story. Yeah, because there's always two. There are always two sides.
Yeah, there are 4 sides, whatever.
All right, so what do you say we turn it up loud, rip off the volume knob, and let's piss off our neighbors? Yes, let's do it.
No, let's just sit around and talk about our inner feelings.
After this World Series victory, I'm ready to party. All right, so from slave to the grind.
Okay,
let's do Riot Act.
No, hopefully there
Let's
ain't.
do it.
Okay.
All right, on Rockin' Metal Revival.
Without listeners, we'd just be 2 losers listening to CDs.
What's on your nightstand right now?
Bottle of Heineken, pack of smokes, the accommodator.
Accommodator? Sounds like a novel.
No. It's more like a sex toy. A dildo, essentially. Only you strap it to your head so that the dong part juts out from your chin. It enables you to accommodate your lady by performing oral and penetrato at the same time. You know, like Pinocchio.
Hey, wait a minute.
How high are you right now? How high are you?
Significantly.
Yeah.
Rockin' Metal Revival.
There's Dockin' and Into the Fire right here on Rockin' Metal Revival, and they were up at Wisconsin Dells last weekend.
Who? Dockin'?
Dockin' and Winger.
But it was Dockin' with Levin.
Yeah.
Non-Levins.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I talked to some people that went to the show, and they said Winger was great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like his Kip sounds.
Kip can sing still.
Yeah, but they said.
Still got his voice.
Yeah. You know, and they were kind enough because I got him the tickets.
Yeah.
They were kind enough to go, Dockin' was okay.
Yeah. He was all right. He was all right.
You know what? I just
he can't hit any high notes, man.
You know, and I understand it probably sounded better when they did the Japan thing because he had Jeff Pilson with him.
Oh, yeah.
And that's that Pilson's harmony vocal.
Just, fills everything
can fill that up, you know, but, oh, man.
Or help with it. So,
yeah.
Kind of like Michael Anthony with Van Halen.
Exactly. It's not the same without him.
Yep.
So what's going on, buddy? Anything new going on?
No, just building some guitars, building basses, a couple basses.
Hey, I was going to talk to you about this off the air, but I'll talk to you about it right now on the air.
Okay.
We're going to have a new merch shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're going to, and it's going to be local here, and they're going to have sweatshirts and T-shirts, hats, and koozies. That's it.
No thongs?
No thongs.
Come on,
no
man.
yoga pants.
Really?
Dude, how much of that shit have we sold in 10 years?
Probably 0.
Yeah, 0 that we didn't buy.
I didn't. Yeah, really.
But the new hoodies and the T-shirts are going to come out. They're going to say "Don't drink and drive, smoke and fly" on them.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and get the logo on them. Some pretty cool stuff.
Sweet.
Went through the print shop with the guy the other day, and
fancy.
So, and he's going to set up a website so that you can order right off the web. You and I don't have to touch nothing.
Oh, cool. That's exactly
so. Yeah, so we'll be letting people know on our Facebook, and probably I want to say we'll be ready to do this probably another week.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Wow.
So we need to get them some logos and some other things, and some designs, and
cool.
We're gonna be ready to go. So we want to see you guys out there wearing some Rock and Metal Revival swag at some concerts.
Yeah, really, and get pictures.
Yeah,
with rock stars.
Yeah, exactly. Damn it.
Yeah, or else.
Yeah, hey, I'm kind of looking forward to speaking to Graham Bonnet next hour because, I'm a big Rainbow fan. I love Rainbow.
Yeah.
But I also really dig the Michael Schenker group stuff he did on Assault Attack. I really dig that album.
That was a really good album. I was really bummed when it just fell apart, man.
Well, and you were kind of into Alcatraz too, weren't you?
Yeah. I liked Alcatraz too.
Yeah, because
with Yin Yang on the
guitar. I was never real familiar. I knew who they were.
That was right when he was coming out, and it was like, holy cow, this guy can play so fast. Holy crap.
That's when he had the Fury.
Yeah, he was unleashing the Fury.
Yeah. All right, coming up, we've got news that you can't use, some news of the weird, and we've also got talking real metal. So make sure
you got any exclusive things?
Yeah, make sure the kids are up and getting ready to go. No, I can't tell that exclusive story.
Oh, you can't?
I got to keep that under wraps, or my sources will.
Oh, your sources will dry up.
Let me just say something.
And leave you out.
I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it at that. There's gonna be Kiss news coming.
Yeah, and you think it's big, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at that. But it's not as big as you'd think.
Yeah, it's really not. It's pretty predictable. So
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens there. We don't know, but hopefully we get to announce it before our Kissmas show.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
So, all right. So coming up, we've got, like I said, news of the weird, and there's plenty of that going on. We can just talk about the election if we have to.
No.
And but right now, let's play a little GNR.
There might not be a show.
Huh?
Might not be any show next week.
Yeah, the world crashes.
Yeah.
I mean,
we might not have power next week.
Cleveland had a world championship. The Cubs won a world championship. Somebody's going to get elected next week. Armageddon's upon us.
Nostradamus.
God.
Like some meteor or something's going to be hitting soon.
It might help us all out. Here's It's So Easy. Guns N' Roses on Rockin' Metal Revival.
Finally, another use for your PC besides porn.
You beat off to the march of your own drummer.
I'm not going to watch pornography with you. It creeps me out.
Watch a regular movie. I don't care.
No. Last time you took me at a movie night, I sat there and watched you play pocket pool for 2 hours. Men should not experience pornography together. It's unseemly.
Excuse me, Mr. Morality.
Rockin' Metal Revival.
In what universe is fucking like chinchillas and blowing coke up each other's asses seeing each other?
From the CD Denim and Leather, there's the title track from Saxon right here on Rockin' Metal Revival. And you and I were just talking. They got a new live CD DVD set out in stores right now.
Sweet. Yeah, you were just saying. I might have to go check that out now that you told me about it.
Yeah, I've never seen Saxon in concert. But
I don't going to that exclusive company because I end up spending too much money because they always got so much cool stuff. And I got all that vinyl.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
And Christmas is coming, and I'll buy myself all kinds of
gifts,
presents.
Yeah. And do us a favor, don't turn your Christmas lights on until November 25th.
Oh, man, I've had mine on for 2 weeks. I know,
you've had that tree up since, the 4th of July.
I know, man.
You should water that thing. It looks dead.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that's bad?
Yeah.
You think it needs water?
You should braid that.
I know, my hair's... I'm ready to cut it, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick and tired.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
For an old guy, yeah.
Old guy.
All right, so it's time for news of the weird. As you can tell, I am
in a good mood.
I'm in a really good mood, and I am living on adrenaline right now. I have had zero sleep.
You had to be at the radio station.
Yeah, doing my morning show, and
that game went late, and then not only extra inning, but a rain delay.
Yeah,
nice.
And then I stayed up and watched all the interviews, and man,
I bet.
You know, at my age, I should know better.
Yeah.
All right, news. Hey,
you only live once, man.
No,
you can't.
Yeah. And I never thought I'd see that last night. So, hey, let's go right to the weird state of the union, Florida. Florida man accused of hurling his glass eye at ER doctor. Now, I know a guy who's got a glass eye.
Yeah.
So and he pops it out all the time. I have a picture of my wife.
Drink.
My wife, she has it on her nose. It looks like she's a cyclops. You know, with the 3 eyes. Oh, it's disgusting.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I guess down at the ER there, they've seen everything. A Florida man is facing a charge of battery after police say he pulled out his glass eye while in the hospital and hurled it at a doctor and a nurse.
Hurled.
How
do you hurl? Yeah,
did he? He put it in his mouth, threw up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Suspected glass hole is Edward Michael Dorsey, a 54-year-old man from Largo, Florida.
Largo, that's where I used to live in Largo.
He's probably the guy you used to hang out with.
Yeah.
54-year-old. You might have been a bass player in one of those bands you played in.
Yeah, Glass Eye Joe.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, that was the name of the band.
Glass Eye Joe. Oh, God. Dorsey was arrested for domestic battery charged earlier that morning, and he may have been influenced by drugs or alcohol. No. I don't say it's probably the alcohol.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's alcohol.
Officers took Dorsey to a local hospital to be evaluated by emergency room staff, whereas he was going to be about discharged and taken to the Pinellas County Jail for booking.
Ooh, nice.
That's when he took his glass eye out.
Nice place.
The Pinellas County Jail.
Yeah.
They got good food there. Yeah, real nice.
Yeah.
A nice place to stay, but I wouldn't want to live there.
No.
All right, and then even though hospital personnel and police officer told him not to throw this thing.
Yeah.
He still did it anyways.
Wow.
All right.
He just didn't care.
He said,
throw my eye at you.
Quote unquote, he said, I can do anything
I'm keeping my eye on you.
He said, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, I tell you what.
Did they confiscate it?
Yeah, his eye is now evidence. He's walking around with a patch on, yeah. Hungry man chased by police stops at In-N-Out Burger. Forget outstanding warrants. This guy was hungry.
Nice.
Yeah, a suspect in an Arizona car chase took an unexpected detour on Wednesday, stopping at the drive-thru through an In-N-Out Burger as he attempted to elude authorities.
Nice.
This guy had to be high.
Oh, must have been.
Yeah, deputies in Phoenix attempted to arrest 35-year-old Joshua Adkins.
He was driving 25 to 50.
High-speed pursuit.
Yeah.
Who had an outstanding warrant in Arizona. Police, hungry for justice, say they've been tracking Adkins with a helicopter after he failed to comply with authorities. Unfortunately for Adkins, the food was not fast enough. Helicopter footage shows Adkins appears to order a meal only to drive away empty-handed.
No.
Police eventually, is that a dine? No, it wouldn't be Dine and Dash because he didn't get his food.
Yeah.
But police eventually arrested Adkins on suspicion of unlawful flight from a law enforcement agent, aggravated assault, domestic violence, and unlawful imprisonment. Well, he's a peach.
In-N-Out Burger's good, though. It's worth it. If you're going to go to jail, you might as well stop at In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Get a burger before you, because then, it's not going to be good food.
Yeah, it's not White
there.
Castle.
Take something with you, you know.
All right, college student crashes car while taking topless Snapchat pic. Oh, I read this earlier.
Is this you?
No. Why would I take a topless one?
I don't know, just because you're
man boobs
you're
or
so
something.
Sexy.
All right, drinking and driving is a big no-no. Combine it with a topless Snapchat, and it got makings for problems there, brother.
Nice.
Yeah, a 19-year-old college student at Texas A&M is facing charges after police said she crashed her SUV into a squad car while attempting to send a topless Snapchat selfie to her boyfriend. Miranda K. Rader was arrested in Bryan, Texas on Wednesday. Moments after the crash, no one was injured in the squad car as the driver was investigating a disturbance and wasn't in the vehicle at the time. The arresting officer said when he approached the SUV, he observed Rader with her bra unfastened, trying to put her shirt back on. Hey, Miranda, you can send those to us.
On here. Yeah, we'd like to make sure that. Like to see the evidence.
Yeah, we'd like to take a look at the
We
evidence.
don't believe it.
Yeah.
We don't believe you were doing that.
Exactly.
You're lying to everybody.
We would like to see the evidence. Cool. Yeah, before we find you guilty.
Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, the story of the day. This is going to make Steve Reamer and Terry Moe happier than a pig in crap.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Which one is that?
$15,000 sex robots are the new thing you're going to see all day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it is Real Doll Creations, the next best thing to a real woman.
Nice. And
it says
only $15,000?
Yeah. Do you
they
like
better get saving them bottle tops or something.
It's cheaper than a divorce. It says, do you like having sex with a real live woman? No? Great. Well, they've got what you need here. Nice. This time, U.S. sex robot company Real Doll is coming out with a fabulous new creation, a sex doll that can talk dirty to you, sweat all over you, and has heat sensors for warmth in all the right places.
You really want this thing sweat? What do you fill the sweat glands with?
Yeah, I don't know. But if this balmy, moist piece of machinery sounds like something you'd like to stick your Johnson in, you're in luck.
Yeah,
you're in luck here. You're in luck.
You can get one.
These babies are set to hit the market sometime next year and only cost you $15,000.
And then
like I said, that's cheaper than divorce.
That's true.
You know?
But like you said, ain't gonna make you a sandwich.
Ain't gonna make you a sandwich when it's all over. That's right. No. Matt McMullen, founder of Real Doll, says the sexy cyborgs.
That's why they got Subway and stuff like that.
Exactly. Will even be capable of letting you know how you're doing. What? If you're not pleasing them, they're going to let you know.
Just what you want.
Yeah, you might as well go with the real woman. That's the case. Oh, man.
Yeah, she might have some feelings. This thing's got no feelings whatsoever, so it's gonna really let you have it.
Really lost a lot of sales with that last. Boy, that is not a sales thing. All right. That one.
Last thing you want.
Yeah, the last thing you want to hear is that. Yeah, make me a sandwich.
Toaster telling you.
Yeah,
you don't know how to cook your toast. Right?
Exactly.
You hit the wrong button. How would I do that?
I don't need to be told this. Oh. All right. Well, that winds up News of the Weird. Coming up, we got Talking Real Metal. Get the kids ready. And then next hour, we're going to talk to Graham Bonnet here. But right now, my buddy went and seen Rick Emmett the other night in Milwaukee. He did a solo gig.
I just listened to the one track they just put out on the thing I saw on Facebook. Yeah. Great, man. It's got Alex Lifeson playing guitar.
Yeah.
Playing some lead, and the dude from Dream Theater singing. Yeah, good, cool tune.
Yeah,
man.
so
looking forward to this.
Yeah, Triumph. What do we say we go back and play one of their classics? This is "I Live for the Weekend." Talking Real Metal coming up right here on Rock and Metal Revival.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rock and Metal Revival.
All right, metalheads, time to grab the kids, bring them around the stereo speakers. It's time for them to get a real education.
Yeah.
It's time for Talking Real Metal.
Yeah, because you're going to need this at one point or another.
After next week's elections, you're going to have to learn some street knowledge, and that's what we're giving you here.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You want your street cred? This is where you get it.
All right. Metallica is filming music
Especially
videos.
If you're like in kindergarten, first grade. Yeah. You want paying attention.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Metallica is filming music videos for all the songs on Hardwired to Self-Destruct. The first 3 songs on that album so far, I'm digging.
I haven't even heard the third one yet.
You haven't yet?
No, I'm way behind.
Too much guitar work.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Vivian Campbell says the upcoming River Dogs album has even more guitar than Last in Line debut.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. I like that Last in Line CD. That's a good one.
I don't.
That might make my top 10.
You think so?
The Last in Line one?
Yeah,
maybe. That might make maybe.
It might make mine. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Rush would never, ever tour with anything less than the 3 members of the classic lineup. Thank you.
But they will tour with more.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
They're going to have like a second drummer.
They would need 2 drummers to make up for Neil Peart. Journey.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They just cleared it, so they just have a double drummer. Do like Allman Brothers and stuff. Yeah. There.
Like 38 Special.
Yeah, they just leave Neil behind.
Just leaving the door open there. Okay. Journey keyboardist Steve Perry has to front band at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. And you know what? I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I think the original keyboardist should come back too. Greg Rowley. Or did he pass
Greg Rowley?
Away? Yeah. Did he pass away?
I think he passed away.
Oh, then he can't. Yeah.
No.
But that would he'd have to come back and do that. That would only be.
You know what that means? He does that gig, and it's going to be a reunion tour.
Yeah.
You know how that works.
A huge amount of cash being put in your bank account.
Exactly. New Black Country Communion album to be released in May of 2017.
Nice.
Yep. David...
You like them.
I do like them. Yeah. David Chastain and Leather Leone to perform together live for the first time in over 25 years. That seems like a long time.
Yeah. But we had her on the show.
We had her on the show. I didn't think they had been apart for 25 years.
Yeah, they'd been recording and stuff, but never playing out.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
Jack Russell's Greg White to release He Saw It Coming album in February.
I can't wait to ignore that one.
You know what? I like his voice, though.
I do, too, but it's the combination. There's a chemistry. You got to have that chemistry in it. When it comes
I think anything Great White's done since he left sucks.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
Not a fan of it.
Yep. Tim Ripper Owens is making more money as a solo artist than he did as a member of Judas Priest. Those tours in South America must pay well.
Yeah, they must.
And owning a bar doesn't.
Yeah. And plus he's in charge of the money, so he says, I get 75%, and then you guys can throw.
Yeah.
You guys can fight over the rest.
Exactly. Judas Priest to begin recording new album in January. Next tour to start in 2018.
Ooh.
What are they going to be, like 90 when they go out on that one?
I know. They're going to need to have power chairs and stuff. And
wow. Man.
That's going to, that means they're going to record the album and then take the year off, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Might be good.
We should see if we can get Rob Halford on the show. We haven't had him on the show in a long time.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, hey, Saxon's Biff Byford on the next album. I don't see us suddenly turning into U2. Thank God.
Good. We didn't see that either, and we wouldn't want to see something like that.
Yeah, Anvil is halfway through filming long-awaited new documentary. I mean, they've done nothing. Why would they film another documentary?
They're just going to showing how they've been able to keep doing average.
Just watch Spinal Tap. All right, Jeff Tate on his time in Queensrÿche. We weren't really friends. We were just business associates.
Yeah.
Well, the other guys seem to be friends.
Yeah. They all seem to be now.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just something. The problem might have been you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, we weren't there, but we're just saying.
Yeah.
Steve I says reunion of David Lee Roth, Eat 'em and Smile lineup is on the radar. That's what makes me think, seriously, that Sammy Hagar is going back to Van Halen.
That would be cool. I'd like to see Sammy with Van Halen.
But Sammy says he doesn't do it without Michael. No. And then I read last week that Michael and Alex Van Halen. So that pretty much is, they're just leading up to it.
Yeah.
And then the Winery Dogs to take 2017 off as band members focus on other projects.
But they are good, though.
I like the Winery Dogs. That's one of the better shows we went to.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Also, did you see the thing the other day that Jesse James Dupree said about Bono and Bruce Springsteen need to shut the F up? You know what? I want to throw another name in there, Ted Nugent.
About the politics. Yeah. Just stay out of it, guys. Don't worry.
I listen to rock and roll not to hear I don't want to hear about problems. If I did, I'd listen to you two.
Yeah. I want to hear something to take me away from that
crap.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
All right, well, coming up next hour, we're going to talk to Graham Bonnet, and he's got a new CD that drops on November 4th, this weekend, called The Book.
And it's got a second album with it.
2 CD. There's one that's all new, and then one he re-recorded the classics.
Yeah, that's new band re-recorded all the stuff. And I listened through most of it, and it's good, man. It's
really
good, yeah.
Well, you got a lot of time on your hand.
Yeah. Well, I'm working my wood and listening to tunes.
You've been working your wood a lot lately.
Making man glitter.
There you go. Hey, speaking of going old school, why don't we go old school here? Let's go back. Let's go back to play some Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick?
Yeah, we haven't played Cheap Trick since Dax was on the show.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, from the Dream Police album, this is The House is Rockin'. Right here on Rock and Metal Revival. Graham Bonnet coming up next.
This portion of Rock and Metal Revival is brought to you by...
You heard of this thing, the 8-minute abs?
Yeah, sure, 8-minute abs. Yeah, the exercise video.
Yeah, well, this is going to blow that right out of the water. Listen to this. 7-minute abs.
Right, yes. Okay, all right. I see where you're going.
Think about it. You walk into a video store, you see 8-minute abs sitting there. There's 7-minute abs right beside it. Which one are you going to pick, man?
I would go for the 7. Yeah, I'd go for
Bingo, man. Bingo. 7-minute abs. And we guarantee just as good a workout as the 8-minute, folk.
You guarantee it? That's how do you do that?
If you're not happy with the first 7 minutes, we're going to send you the extra minute free. See, that's it. That's our motto. That's where we're coming from. That's from A to B.
That's right. That's good. That's good. Unless, of course, somebody comes up with 6-minute abs, then you're in trouble, huh?
No, not 6. I said 7. Nobody's coming up with 6. Who works out in 6 minutes? You won't even get your heart going, not even a mouse on a wheel.
Good point.
7's the key number here. Think about it.
Right.
7 11s?
Yeah.
7 dwarfs? 7, man, that's the number. 7 chipmunks twirling on a branch, eating lots of sunflowers on my uncle's ranch. You know that old children's tale from the sea? It's like you're dreaming about gorgonzola cheese when it's clearly brie time, baby.
There's one of my favorite tunes from Rainbow, man. All Night Long, right here on Rock and Metal Revival. Dude, you know what a huge Rainbow fan I am.
Oh yeah, for sure. Me too.
And you're a big Michael Schenker fan. Everybody knows that. And we have the voice with us. This is really cool. We'd like to welcome Graham Bonnet to Rock and Metal Revival. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Well, it's great, and it's great to hear that some new music coming from you, Grant. You got a new CD coming out November 4th called The Book.
Yeah. This is the new baby with the new band, and people like what I've done before. I think they're going to like this. As far as I can tell, it's been accepted very well by a lot of people throughout here and Japan and wherever else where people have heard a few tracks. It's I'm pretty proud of it, and I'm very proud of my new band.
Well, I see that you're going to be touring with over in Europe on this. Is there any thoughts of coming to the U.S. and maybe doing some shows here?
Well, we're trying to get more shows at home. It's been very, very difficult over the past 2 or 3 years. We've only been together, this particular unit, for like 2 years, more or less, and it's really hard to actually get something happening here because there's no interest in this kind of music. But overseas, as you know, we go to Russia, the UK, Japan. It's great there, but in America, it's really hard to find the right territory. We really have to get away from California, I think. California, you play the whiskey, in L.A., and that's about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't go much further than that, and that's not really what I'm looking at for what we're doing. I hope to do something a bit grander, but it's hard. It's very hard for everybody I know who is of my age group and from that era, from the 80s kind of, genre of music. It's we're all doing the same thing. We're just out on the road everywhere, but here,
So I really like the new guitarist you've got. Where'd you find this guy? Because he has to play Yngwie stuff, and he has to play Schenker stuff, and
Well, what happened was how this band actually came to fruition was one night I was asked to jam with Bethany and Conrado and Tommy Ray Brown at the Whiskey, and I got up and sang a couple of songs, and I thought, oh, this is good. I like this. This is great. A girl bass player. Oh yeah, fantastic. And a completely different thing to what I was used to doing. Doing the Alcatraz music on the road, and I had so much fun. I quit my band, so I quit Alcatraz, and I said to Bethany, how would you like to actually work with me and start writing some new tunes and form a new band? And so her and I started working on stuff, and then we're looking for a guitar player and a drummer, and I couldn't think of anyone. I thought of a lot of different guitar players. I spoke to a lot of people, and then she said, how about Conrado? I played with him for 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. Why don't we just ask Conrado to join us? And so then it was a trio, and there were the three of us, and we started getting the songs together. But he was very nervous of executing, the guitar solos exactly like Yngwie or exactly like Steve Vai or whoever it may be. And I said, no, just be yourself. Use some of their licks, of course, but, if it's a signature part of a song, but do your own thing, I remember Steve Vai was like that. When he joined the band Alcatraz with me singing, was the first night he was so nervous. He said, I can't go out there and play like Yngwie. I said, no, you play like Steve Vai. What the hell's up with you? So I've been I don't know what it is. These guys, I just kind of find them, I guess.
Yeah, you're kind of like a magnet for guitar players.
I am, yes.
Really?
Sure. And usually drummers as well for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, but usually guitar players because they're usually writers themselves. And, I always work with a guitar player on, the arrangements or whatever.
So now, speaking of writing, now this CD is a double CD. One CD is all new material, and then the other one it's almost kind of like a greatest hits from your career. Yeah. When you sat down to write this new album, had you had most of these songs written, or were they all written with the new band?
No, I had most of them all together. I had probably, maybe 9 or so. They were all ready to go, words and melody, etc., chords and shit. So they were ready to go. And then we worked, as we started to record, that's when the band stepped in and sort of said, I think you should do this here. And we sort of changed it around once I started singing stuff, because they thought some of the songs weren't dynamic enough or whatever it may be. Do this here, the drums should do this, basically arrangements. Yeah.
Nice. So now, being 2016, it's a lot. The music business is a little bit different than in the 80s, I'd take it, right? As far as putting together your album and everything?
Yeah. Well, now you don't have to go to
sound happy about it, though.
As you know.
Oh,
so
yeah.
as long as you got a computer, you're happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. A computer in a room with a microphone.
That's all you need.
A laptop.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It's great. But sometimes all this new technology is great, but sometimes some of the new technology takes longer to actually process and understand than the old way, like singing stuff over and over again until it's exactly, near enough right. Mm-hmm. Instead of doing that, you can, there's all that auto-tuning stuff, which I hate.
Oh, that's
all that.
Terrible.
Yeah. So, but, if it's one note flat somewhere, you go, you don't have to sing it again, but I want to. Let me do it again. But that's old school, because we would spend, back in the 80s, you spend a whole week on one song or something. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't exactly right, and you're not in great shape, you're tired, you're whatever, croaky, like any human being. You can't sing away for hours and hours on end and, not expect to keep your voice there, So the old way, to me, is kind of the better way. I prefer to do it again and again until I get it right. But it can be fixed, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, right now, Graham, it seems like it's been a lot of music lovers are on the nostalgia bandwagon. I mean, we had a Rainbow reunion. Michael Schenker's back out on the road doing, his stuff. Have you ever thought about playing with any of your old band or, bandmates ever again?
No, not really, because I think everybody's grown up, and we're all much older now and have our careers sort of set in stone. I know Steve Vai has got his, I can't imagine being in a band with Steve Vai, or in fact any of the guys again, because they become like, guitar heroes or whatever it may be. But I would love for, like, if Cozy Powell was alive, I would love Cozy Powell, Richie Blackmore, Roger Glover, Don Airey, and I to do a Rainbow reunion. But if it was to be a real Rainbow reunion, it would have been with Ronnie Dio. But poor Ronnie died, and we thought, Bethany and I thought, well, they're going to put a rainbow together, but it won't be of any sort of substance. And I think that's kind of what happened. It was a bit of a wimpy attempt at a rainbow comeback. I don't mean to insult the guys or anything, but it wasn't really what I'd expect from a so-called rainbow reunion. Mm-hmm. I'd imagine Don to be there and Roger, not necessarily me as the singer, but at least those two guys,
Exactly.
But hey, if Yngwie called me up and said, "Do you want to do a show or two?" Of course I would. The guy was, I've known him for a long time. He was a 19-year-old kid when he joined my band.
Yeah,
and he's had a pretty good career.
Yeah, I saw you guys at Summerfest here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Back, must have been summer '84.
Oh, God, yeah.
And you guys just blew me away. But I was like, hey, the guitarist is just soloing over everything. It's like just a guitar. And I could, did you get irritated with that at all?
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the reasons he kind of went in the end. It took a while for him. He didn't realize what he was doing.
Yeah.
He had no stage etiquette whatsoever.
No,
he would walk in front of me, being probably 5 inches or so taller than me, hiding me, and really through all the verses of songs where there's no guitar part, well, there's a rhythm part or whatever.
Yeah.
But he overplayed constantly, and everybody was just saying, "Yngwie, you got to step back, man. You got to step back." Oh, but people want to see me. Yeah, they do want to see you. They think you're marvelous, but there's a time and a place for you to come in and do your bit.
Yeah.
Graham's singing, da-da-da-da-da. Jimmy's playing his keyboard solo here. Don't play over that either. Whatever it may be,
Yeah.
But he wanted to prove himself, and he was showing off to the world, Look at me, I'm a great guitar player. And, of course, he is.
Yeah.
But he just didn't know where to place that, talent sometimes.
Yeah.
But he's got over that. He's a better man now, I think.
Yeah, he lets you breathe a little bit now, I guess. Yeah. Because, I was like, holy cow, man, this guy is he won't quit his guitar solo. It's like an hour and a half guitar solo, and you singing over the top.
Yeah, I know, man. It was hard work. I mean, I walked off a couple of times. Oh, Christ. Okay, play on your own. Let me just get off here. Yeah.
So you actually just did a show in Japan with Michael Schenker was there, Robin McCauley, Gary Barden. How was that? How was that?
It was great. It was marvelous, actually. I've done, let's see, probably about 3 shows with Michael now over the past year. And it's always been fantastic because I never played live with them, really. Yeah. And I never sung those songs live, and it was kind of cool to look across the stage and see Michael smiling back at me because I never played out like Robin did and, Gary. I wasn't there. I was gone. And it was a great reunion, I have to tell you. It really was. It's fantastic.
So now you said you'd really never played with Michael before. What happened on the Assault Attack tour?
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
You've heard the story, haven't you?
We've heard it from other people, but not from the guy who was there.
Yeah. I mean, that is basically what happened. I messed up. My jeans split, and I started using my penis as a stage prop and swearing at the audience.
Didn't go over well.
Tell them all to off. I was drunk as hell. And that was the end of my career with the MSG band, I can tell you. Because I had to run for it. I ran to my hotel, ran off stage, couldn't do a damn thing. All my words were crumpled up by the monitors being pushed forward by the audience.
Okay.
Because I had all these words of like 8 million songs I didn't know the words to because I had to learn some of the old songs as well. Yeah. And when that happened, that's when I started, get up. I told them to get back, and they started giving me the finger or whatever. And so I couldn't do it. I just walked off. I can't do it. And they played the whole thing instrumentally, the whole show instrumentally. And I went back to the hotel, and then I heard from my manager the next day that I was fired. You better get out of there because they're going to kill you. Basically.
Wow.
So I was on the train back to London, then on the plane back to Los Angeles, and my career with the band was over, and quite rightly so. I was just a idiot. I mean, I really was.
That sucks, because that was such a great album. I loved that album.
Oh, me too.
Just brilliant.
But they were going to take me off.
Yeah.
Gary was going to re-sing everything, but what they did was take me down in the mix. They took a bit of the balls out of the vocal or whatever. They just took me back in the mix.
Well, let's get back to this new album, The Book. Now, it hit stores on November 4th, and now you're out playing right now in Europe with it, and it is a worldwide release, and is it available everywhere, Graham?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes. So you have to look out. Yeah, November 4th, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And and as I said, I think people will be, if they like anything I've done in the past, I think they'll like this, but it has a kind of a modern edge, if that's possible. So it has, the songs tell stories like I've always done. There's always been a story behind the song, and it has all the kind of the melodies you know and love.
Yeah.
I've probably used a million times over, but upside down and sideways. But, I mean, they're very recognizable and very sing-alongable songs, some of them. Some of the choruses are a bit weird. I did some jazzy stuff on a couple of songs, but most of them have that it straight away feel about it, Like Since You've Been Gone, for instance. People know what it is, or All Night Long, those two things. They can sing along. And I think some of these songs are like that, even though I try to avoid that sometimes. The guy said to me in the band, don't be too clever. Oh, okay. Make it simple. All right. Yeah, don't go too high there. No, keep it in the mid-range. Oh, all right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was told where to go by these guys because it's the best time I've had, to be honest with you. These people are just the best.
That's
Great.
Awesome. So are there any tracks on the new album you think could have benefited from maybe adding some cowbell?
Yeah! More cowbell. I think all of them. Yeah, what's a cowbell? A tambourine and cowbell, I think.
There you go. That would keep you busy, too.
Cool. Yeah, more cowbell. Fucking hell. What was that movie? Oh, it was Spinal Tap.
It was the Will Ferrell Saturday Night Live act.
Oh, that's right. The
Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah. I remember it. I just had a quick flash of him standing there. Yeah. Nice. I remember now, yeah.
Well, Graham...
yeah. So... what do you ask me apart from the Cowbell.
Any songs on the album you think could have benefited from some?
Would have benefited. Well, as I said, I think all of them. But especially Where Were You? No, I'm just kidding. No, we had no cowbell. We didn't have the guy that could play one.
I know they're tough. They're tough.
They're very difficult to play.
I can't get mine tuned in.
Yeah,
you've got a D to. Yeah. It's the temperature of the room. I mean, it's a hard instrument to play.
Yeah. Well, and you're speaking to Wisconsin, USA, so cowbell goes over huge here.
Oh, I'm sure it does. It's like the harmonica in England.
Yes.
Or the accordion in England, I should say.
Nice.
Oh, bloody hell.
Well, Graham, I just, as a fan and as a music lover, I just think it's a killer that you're still putting out albums, and we hope that you find some way to make it work here in the States. I know people in the Midwest love this type of music,
fans here.
And we hope you get over here. We love the new album. We love the new stuff.
Thank you.
And we're going to get on out of here. If people want to find out more information about you, Graham, is a great place online.
Yeah, you have to go to the Graham Bonnet Band.
Okay.
Look for that, and you'll find... We've got we've got one video, I think, which we just did for a song called Into the Night, which is a 360 video. So you can, turn your phone around and look in any place you want to. Look at somebody's bum if you want to. Or
oh, really? Nose. You got a female bass player, too, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you can move around, so you don't have to look at me.
We can look at her.
Thank God. You can look at Bethany playing the bass, or watch Mark playing drums, or Conrad playing guitar. It's incredible. And all it was is a little, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like a little ball, a little camera, and the guy just put the camera on the floor, and he said, do whatever you want. Just walk around, jump over the camera, blah, blah, blah. And he said then it's up to the viewer to make their own video in a way, to look at what they want to. So it's kind of cool.
I got to check that out.
Check that out.
Yeah, it's really good. We done it on the roof here in L.A., downtown.
Nice.
So it's got that Beatley vibe. So
nice.
Get back,
All right, well, we are honored to have you on the show.
Well,
and
thank you.
We hope people get out there and buy this CD. You know what? We always say buy music. And that's...
oh, Christ, yeah.
You got to buy it.
Get out and buy it. And we're going to...
pre-ordering this.
Yeah. And Jerry thought we should play one of your Schenker songs, so we're going to play Assault Attack. And Graham Bonnet, it has been an honor and a pleasure to have you on our show today.
Well, thank you very much. It's been great to actually talk about the new album, and I really appreciate what you're doing. It's fantastic.
Rock and Metal Revival.
There's Monster Truck and Don't Tell Me How to Live right here on Rock and Metal Revival. And hey, Graham Bonnet was pretty cool.
Yeah, nice guy.
He was funny, man.
Good sense of humor.
Hey, what happened on that? You know what happened. No, I want to hear it from you.
Come on.
Yeah, he was good about it.
Heard stories, but hey,
Did you pick that up yet, though, the Graham Bonnet?
Oh, no, it comes out. Yeah, wait. Well, I'm gonna. I haven't decided if I'm going to go to... I might go to an acoustic company and see if I can get the...
That and the Saxon at the same time?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Because I really get tired of buying it online, and because it's invisible. It's just like I want to be able to look at it and freaking...
Yeah, I don't blame you. I feel the same way. Look through the...
Go through the album and...
liner notes and stuff. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Next week, we've got one of two possibilities for a guest. There's a new band called Letters from the Fire that if you like Hailstorm and pretty reckless bands like that, you're going to dig this band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are killer. And we might... It's either them or Glenn Hughes wants to stop back in. He reached out to us.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll be one of the two. They'll be on the show with us.
He's got a new album out.
Yeah.
Coming out.
Resolve.
Yeah.
It came out this weekend.
Resonate.
It came out this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out, man.
Yeah, check it out. Maybe we'll have Glenn on. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of the two. It's going to happen next weekend.
Somebody's coming on.
And also, hopefully, we'll be able to talk to you about our new merch store with some really cool stuff and quality. Not that cheap.
Thongs, huh?
Not that cheap Cafe Press crap.
Oh, man, no thongs, huh?
No, or yoga pants. Yeah, I told Andy he needed to buy them and he didn't. So
how about the skullet things where you put it on your head?
Brett Michaels bought all the remaining stock of those, so we don't have any more of that.
Can I get ones with the hair sewn into them too?
We can work on that.
Yeah,
we'll work on that.
There you go.
So that's going to do it for us this week. We appreciate all of our affiliates out there: Mega Rock Radio, Uncontrolled Noise, our buddy Corey.
Getting tired there, aren't you?
Oh, I tell you what, this whole Cub World Series thing, I can't even think anymore. Vegas Rage Radio.
Yes.
Rock Rage Radio, and then our friends at the Hog, 105.9 The Hog.
We're gonna still haven't kicked us off yet.
No, not yet. And we're still on the FM dial. It's awesome.
That just raises questions with me.
Does it?
Yes.
All right. I'll have to bring you in for a management meeting one day, so they really know what you're all about.
Yeah.
Oh, that Jerry seems so nice. You don't know him.
Yeah.
No.
You don't want me there.
We're going to have some news on my 50th birthday party coming up. And so if people want to come out and check that out, we'll make that announcement on the Hog the weekend.
Is this like the fourth one?
What?
50th for you?
No. That would be you, DA.
Yeah, it would.
All right, so we'll make that announcement on the Hog on the 25th of November. But
cool.
if you listen to Rock and Metal Revival, we might let you in a little early.
Is that the one we're having it at the
at Boundaries
Alliance Energy Center?
Yeah, that's
Madison?
Led Zeppelin and everybody's playing it. Yeah, it's going to be huge.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so that Led Zeppelin reunion.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, I just called Robert Plant, and he was more than happy.
He's like,
to do
sure.
It. Yeah.
For you, Red.
Oh yeah, I'll even wear my tight jeans with my big donger.
Oh, geez.
There you go. So that's gonna sewn in. So that's gonna do it for us. Until next week, remember, don't drink and drive.
Smoke and fly.
That's right. Peace.
This brings to an end another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell two. Until next time, this is Rock and Metal Revival.
So who put his hoo-hoo dilly in your cha-cha?
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Mega Rock Radios on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noise Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on UncontrolledNoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations.